Welcome to 2015 here on Scottish Rugby TV. It's 24 hours till Scotland start their World Cup campaign against Japan at Kingsholm in Gloucester. The team trained there this morning, and after training I caught up with centre Mark Bennett and assistant coach Matt Taylor.
Wednesday is Scotland's first game. How excited are you about going into this? What is it's the first World Cup game, and possibly even more excited after watching what happened in the game between Japan and South Africa?
Yeah, really excited. I mean, it's a huge stage we're playing at, and probably hadn't sunk in for me until Saturday, Sunday when I watched 7 games of rugby or whatever it was, and now it's here, and I just can't wait to get going. And Japan played real well at the weekend. They were outstanding against South Africa. Their defence, they want to play the game at a good tempo, move the ball about. So I think it's going to be a really exciting game on Wednesday.
They're good off first phase as well. They score tries off first phase, which is it's unusual to a certain extent at top level, I think. What is it that allows them to do that?
I mean, they're very organised, and at the same time they're very clinical. So yeah, they like attacking first, second phases. I think they score most of their tries. So it's a case of we need to know what to expect from them and try and put as much pressure on them as we can.
How important do you think it is for Scotland to get some particularly forward dominance in this game, because then that obviously frees it up for you guys to work as well? So is that a kind of vital area for Scotland to get dominance there quickly?
I think for us the main thing is just go forward, getting over the gain line, whether that's through hard work from the forwards or if it's the back stepping up. We really need to take the game to them and try and push them back as much as we can. If we can get them going backwards, then opportunities will arise elsewhere. If we let them dictate where we're going to play, then they're going to put us under a lot of pressure.
How much have you enjoyed? You've had quite a few good breaks in the games that have come. You've managed to get yourself into the open prairie, if you like. How much do you enjoy making that kind of statement in a game? Yeah,
I mean, that's what I do enjoy, is getting the ball in a bit of space and getting to have a go. And the way that we play it comes. It's great playing alongside guys like Finn, and just more than happy to just chuck the ball about. So it's been a good few weeks. I mean, had a long break with my shoulder, so it's just great to be back in and getting the ball in hand and playing.
Well, we were at the game, and it was an exceptional game in terms of both sides trying to play some rugby. I thought Japan was playing their normal style of game, trying to keep it up tempo, trying to move the ball around. I thought the defence was getting off the line really hard, making their tackles. So it was a great game to watch, and we always knew Japan was a really good side. I probably wouldn't have picked the result of beating South Africa, but we know that they're a really good side.
So from Scotland's point of view, we go into this game with a good, powerful pack. Is that a very important weapon when it comes to laying down a marker against Japan?
Yes, it is. I think we've kind of picked the team to bring our powerful players into the game. They've got really good defence, but we feel that there's ways in which we can kind of attack them and make them vulnerable. But you need powerful, explosive players to do that, punch holes and give you a bit of momentum out wide. So it's going to be a tough game, we know that, but we feel confident in our ability that over the last couple of years we know that we're going to be playing Japan, and certainly we'll try to concentrate on that.
Okay, back three, you've got Sean, you've got Hoggy, and you've got Tommy as well, and then you've got that Grieg, Finn, Matt and Mark. What does that, first of all, that midfield combination do going forward for Scotland?
Well, Greg and Finn controls the game really well. They're both really good at that. I think you got Matthew there that punch holes in defence and is a real powerful carrier. You know, he's up around 107, 105 kilos, so he's a big carrier. Mark Bennett is a bit smaller, but he's very explosive, skillful guys. And then the back three that you mentioned are all really good finishers. They're good under the high ball, they're quite quick and they can punch holes in the opposition.
I don't imagine you can coach a step like Mark's step, but how do you coach getting him into the position to be able to get him into the space where he can use those skills?
Yeah, I mean, Hodgie and Vern has looked at the Japanese defence and looked at areas in which we can get those really elusive players into those areas in which we can hopefully make them vulnerable or feel vulnerable. And we worked hard over the last 2 or 3 weeks since coming in our last block to try and do that. So hopefully we can do that tomorrow.
From a defensive point of view, they score tries off set piece, which, you know, it's not unusual, but they do it quite consistently.
Yep.
How do you defend against that? What's the first principle for defending that kind of play with Japan?
I think teams that score off set piece, first of all, defence starts at set piece, so you've got to try and put them under pressure on their own ball on the scrum and line out, and if you can do that, that goes a long way to putting pressure on the first couple of phases. I think secondly, after they've won the ball, you've got to kind of get off the line, make your tackles, have a good fold, and try and in the first couple of phases really put them under pressure defensively. They normally score a lot of their tries on their first, second, third phase. I mean, they've scored some good tries through driving line outs. They scored a good try from off the top line out. They scored their last try from a scrum start, even though it wasn't the most cleanest ball, that they worked the pattern and then got wide and finished off. So yeah, I mean, they're a very good side, and we're under no illusion that it's going to be tough, but we feel that we'll work really hard on our attack as well as our defence.
How excited are you?
Yeah, I can't wait now. I think we've been watching lots of games, and it will be my first Test match in the World Cup, as well as a lot of the other guys as well. So we had a really good captain's run today. So hopefully we can take that into the game tomorrow.